How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of Jason's Realm here, and today I am here bringing you guys my NFL Week 10 Horns Up video. This game previewing the Rams versus the Cardinals game, and this is basically going to be a flounder fest for who's going to be worst in the division. The way this season's going is going to be between these two teams. The Rams beating the Cardinals earlier this year, trying to pull off the sweep, but I guess we'll just dive right into injury reports for this one, as the Cardinals are trying to remain, somewhat respectable. So in terms of the Arizona Cardinals, they have 4 offensive linemen on the injury report, those being Max Garcia with a shoulder, Rodney Hudson with a knee, are both out, and then Cody Ford with an illness and DJ Humphries with a back are both questionable. Now I do also want to apologize that we don't have the players as we normally do over here. My computer's running stupid slow tonight, so unfortunately, unless I want to be up till 2 in the morning and then wake up at 8, I'm not going to be able to get those in, unfortunately. But meanwhile, keep it on moving for the Cardinals. You have safety Budda Baker, questionable with an ankle injury. Wide receiver Greg Dortch with a groin injury. Also questionable, linebacker Dennis Gardeck is questionable with an ankle injury. Cornerbacks Christian Matthew with a hamstring and Byron Murphy Jr. with a back injury are also both questionable, and kicker Matt Prater is questionable with a right hip injury and illness. Now we go to the short list for the Rams. You have running back Malcolm Brown out with a hamstring injury. Offensive tackles Greg Gaines and Alec Clarkson, Gaines with an elbow, Jackson with a knee, both doubtful. And in the questionable category, you got cornerback Robert Rochelle with an illness, and quarterback Matthew Stafford with a concussion. Now, that being said, since Kyler Murray's questionable with a hamstring for the Cardinals, and Matthew Stafford's questionable with a concussion for the Rams, we could see the battle of the backup quarterbacks. That'll be an interesting situation to watch Week 10. If the Rams do, though, have to bench Stafford, I really hope they go with Bryce Perkins. We need someone who can save themselves behind a bad offensive line. So, Stafford, if he's not in, we need to start Perkins, because he's going to have a better chance of surviving that offensive line. In terms of players to watch for the Rams, I would say that offensive line, once again, can they actually get the job done and allow the run game to go? Can they allow time for the quarterback, whoever it may be, to pass? And all that fun stuff. And then I also want to add the defense in there, the secondary. Seeing if they don't bend late, because they completely broke last week against the Bucs. For the Cardinals, I'd have to say probably the quarterback, whether it be Kyler Murray or the backup, because they really have just not been playing good all around. So I would say pretty much most of that entire team is the player to watch, because they just have not been playing well as a unit. But I guess I'll jump into my final score prediction. I'm going to take the Rams in this one by a slim margin, 27-24. Sounds about right. And I guess at that point, we don't have much else to say. Now this video will hopefully be out late on Saturday, if it is, and we'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at about 9:30 for coverage of the first ever Munich game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And then we're going to stream a 1 o'clock game and the Sunday night football game. So we'll have a whole day of football for you guys. And I guess with that, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out and have a good one.